Then I ask about, what's the constraint? And they tell me what the constraint is. And what's kind of funny is a lot of times the constraint that they think is the constraint, by the end of our session, it's actually not the constraint that's holding them back. And so we work through and go through all the numbers and like figure out what their pricing is, how many how many people are in the door, churn, all the different things, right? That kind of bottle up to this constraint because we're still looking to figure out how can we unlock the next step for you. How can we get you to the point where you feel like you're getting to the next level? And so I find that consulting is a lot about playing defense versus offense, where you think a problem is this. When we run the numbers and we go through the math and we do all this stuff, it turns out the problem is actually this. And imagine if you just said, I'm going to keep on going with that problem, that problem, that problem. I think it's that. I think it's that. You're going in the wrong direction. So we talked about that, and that was a really good session because I used to think to myself, why the fuck would people like go for consulting or even pay for consulting or what's like I don't get it. I'm like, there's the internet. You can just like, yes, all that's there. But what you're paying for is almost like you're paying a bill up front for advice so you don't fuck up the next year, the next quarter. That's really what's happening, right? But what I think is if that person allows you to start to see something you could not see before, I think that's worth the value all the way, right? They unlock the unknown unknowns. And that's real. That really is real. I didn't There's certain things you don't think you could do until someone shows that you actually could do that in this way and that way. And you're like, oh, I didn't even realize that was even an option. I think that's really the thing.